This
Tell me when you're ready.
conference will now be recorded.
Here we go.
Got it. Chairman's announcement pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law and the governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Town of Harwich Rec and Youth Commission is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided in the order. A reminder, the persons who would like to listen in or view this meeting while in progress may do so by Channel 18 simulcast, or if despite our best efforts, we are not able to provide for real-time access, we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as we are able. I'm going to take a roll call. Michael Hurley.
Present.
David Nixon.
Present.
Vaughn.
Present.
And John Mahan, present. Okay, public comments. I don't think we have anybody, correct, Eric?
Nope, nobody today.
Approval of minutes from 1/21, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes Thursday, January 21st, 21.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, Michael Hurley,
Aye.
David,
Aye.
Van,
Aye.
and I am an aye. So that is approved. Director's report. Eric, anything new to add?
The only thing I was going to add, I'll update the scoreboard information when we get to that on the agenda. But we did get our check, the gift or the donation of the Mariners in my office, so it's going over in a deposit tomorrow for the finance director. She gave us the directions on how to deposit it, so we're all set with that. That's all the updates I have.
Any questions on the director's report? Hearing none. Property maintenance.
There is nothing new on that except for Pleasant Road paving is done. The parking lot's all newly paved and ready to roll.
Looks
That's
great.
the only update I had on that one too.
Okay. Well, Eric, what about Lifeguard? Is that under property maintenance?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I talked to Sean before our last meeting, and I tried to get an update on the Lifeguard stands. So far, they only have one completed out of 11 for Earl Road, but he does have a plan worked out where they're going to start working on more in the early spring, and they hope to have half of them completed by this summer. So we knew it was a staged process going forward, kind of like the beach stairways when they found the time to do it. So we should have half done, so 5 or 6 for this summer, according to Sean. So that's the update on that.
Thanks, Eric. Budget reports.
As far as our expense budget, we're just a little below half, which is where we should be at this point in the fiscal year. And revolving fund, we're just under $21,000 at the moment. So we're doing okay. Good padding cushion there.
Okay. Any questions for Eric on the budget? Hearing none. Chairman's report, just a couple things. One, provided the annual report to the BOS last week. No real questions. One on what the Mariners' intentions were for baseball this season, I think was number one. And number two, there was a comment about appointees to facilities and/or Council on Aging being interviewed by the interview committee. Van, you're on, right?
Okay.
You're on COA or facilities?
Facilities.
On
Facilities committee.
facilities. Okay. Have you been interviewed?
No.
Okay. All right. Very good. That's all on the chairman's report. Liaison, David Nixon.
Okay, I'm going to just give you a brief synopsis. CPC, the total amount that we funded was 2.557449. And again, as I stated, the Board of Selectmen and DOR, that number is fluid. It constantly changes. But that's in and around what we have. Brooks Park Lighting passed, San Pon passed, and Senior Memorial Field passed. And that's about it for that. Now, I have a question. Eric, this is for
Yes.
you. Has anybody other than myself been in touch with you about the articles for recreation?
No, you mean as far as writing the articles for the book?
Right.
Nobody's been in touch with me. Joe mentioned that he's going to be writing them, but I know in the past, for the past, 10 years, they've contacted me before they get the book out to write them for them, and then they look at them and change whatever they need to change. So I've done it a bunch. They're pretty easy to write up. So if they need me to, I'll do it, but I'm waiting to hear from them.
Okay. I just wanted you to be aware that I have ongoing discussions with Joe over this, and there may be a procedure change, but I'll make sure you get the information.
Yeah, either way, I'm good. If they want me to, I could. If not, it's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
The other thing is, this on the 24th of this month, I've invited the executive director of the coalition to have a discussion with bonding with the CPC committee. There won't be, in the beginning of the meeting, there'll be general public comments, but that is the only thing on the agenda. So it will be the only thing discussed with the CPC board. The finance director will be on, the TA will be on. There's a couple of others that'll be on. Don will be on. If you guys want, any one of you want to be on that call, that's fine. But just remember, there won't be any interaction other than the public comment. And that's the way the agenda is set up. So it's just an informational. It's something for the CPC board to know what's in their toolbox and what they can do with it. So that pretty much ends that. Any questions from the board?
Hearing none, move on. Thank you, David. Van.
Nothing on the facilities. There's been no meetings
Okay.
for the past 3 or 4 months.
Okay, thanks, Van. Okay, in your packet, there's an abutters notice for one of the abutters on Route 28. If you're looking out at Widgmere Harbor, to the right is putting a pool in. We're just required to be notified because we're within certain radius, so that's what that notice is about. They're putting a built-in swimming pool in their backyard if they get the approvals required. So that was that. The other one is the rowing club. Eric, do you want to take this?
Yep. So the rowing club is coming back for their normal request. We brought it to you guys because technically it is a fee reduction request. What they've done in the past several years is break it up into 2 seasons, the spring, summer, and then the fall. And they pay $750 per season. What it technically would be if you charged them the full amount, it would be $1,000. But it's been voted in the past to bring it to $750 a season, so it's $1,500 total instead of $2,000. We haven't seen any issues with that fee reduction here, and as far as their schedule goes, it's the same as it was. We haven't had any issues in a while with them. That we kind of went through those growing pains with their trailers and everything, but things have been going okay lately. So it's my suggestion to go ahead and approve it, but it's up to you guys.
Any questions for Eric, Michael?
Nope, just that I spend quite a bit of time at Long Pond, and last summer with COVID, they were all wearing masks. They were all very courteous to those on the beach, so I would be supportive.
David?
No, that was my question. Michael just answered it. I wonder how they work that out when they're in such tight quarters.
Yep. Dan?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good with the report.
We're good. We don't need a motion on that, right, Eric?
I think technically we just need a motion to, once again, approve their fee reduction.
Oh, the fee reduction, that's correct. We need a motion,
Yeah.
please.
I'll make a motion to approve fee reduction.
We get a second?
Yep,
Do we have
second.
a number for that?
We got a motion from David, a second from Michael Hurley, and the exact number is what, Eric? 750, correct?
$750 per season, so $1,500 total.
Okay. All set, David?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Thank you. The next thing is the White House Field scoreboard design.
We got one more miscellaneous correspondence, John.
Oh,
It's
I'm
just a
sorry.
thank you letter.
I missed that. In your packet, there was a letter, thank you letter from Michael Locke from the Harwich Conservation Trust in regards to our support for their project at the Bank Street Bogs, which a little bit of the CPC meeting I watched was overwhelmingly I think the one that was supported or people were the most enthusiastic about. So, and David, just a quick question for you. They broke that into two sections, right? Because they had originally asked us for 300.
No, they didn't break it into three sections. They just revised their numbers and went forward.
Okay. All right. Good. So, yeah, so that takes care of that. Now on to the White House Field scoreboard. You folks have the rendering in front of you. Give Ben Layton a lot of credit on this. He's worked diligently with the design company. The purpose and the goal here was to keep it kind of nostalgic and simple. Some of the boards at some of the other facilities are wowzers and stuff coming out of them and whatnot. We thought for two reasons: one, overall cost, and two, simplicity, that this was a nice design. So I'll open it up to comments, questions. Michael Hurley.
No, it looks great.
David.
John, just to fall back, the ADA veterans, the trail,
Oh,
that
yes.
was 150.
Yes, but I thought they came to us for 3. That's why I thought they split it, David. Thank you for clarifying.
All right.
Any questions or comments on the board, David?
Nothing.
Okay. Van?
Good, thank you.
Okay. I will entertain a motion to approve that and move it along.
So move.
Second.
We got a motion from Vaughn, a second from David Nixon. All those in favor? Michael?
Aye.
David?
Aye.
Van?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, so it's a unanimous vote. That takes care of that. What was I going to? Oh, just an update. I'll do it under open session, I guess. The Board of Selectmen signed a contract to purchase the new lights for White House Field last week. So that is moving in the right direction. So hopefully everything will stay on track for that and they'll be ready to go come the June baseball season, and hopefully there will be one. So that's a good thing.
And I got updates.
John, is there going to be one? Eric, is there going to be one?
don't know yet.
They're certainly planning as if there is going to be one. So I think, I think there will be one if I had to bet on it. I think it'll, probably be altered as far as how many fans can go or if fans can go, but I think there will be a season though.
Do they have to submit a safety protocol regulations to you?
Yeah, we're going to have them when they submit their paperwork for the field request like they normally do. Any big group like that's going to have, potential for fans and large groups of people, we ask that they submit some kind of plan with it just so we have it on the books.
It's going to be interesting to see how the housing goes. I think that's as big of a question mark
Yep.
as the games,
Yeah, definitely.
people staying in houses.
All the
So
travel.
we'll
Yep.
see. Hopefully sooner
It'll be
rather than later.
interesting. It should be interesting to see how the players are in the dugout, whether they can sit in the dugout during those
Masked
games.
up.
A lot of questions to be answered, Van, that's for sure.
Yep. That's
Okay,
right.
Eric, under open session.
John,
Yeah, I
real
had a
quick,
couple quick updates.
Go ahead.
I asked Griffin for an update on the San Pon Restroom and where we are with that. He wrote back to me that I should coordinate now with Megan Eldridge on that for the procurement issues. So I will do that. And it was in my director's report, but Megan Eldridge, our former health director, is now our assistant town administrator. So I'm assuming a big part of that role is procurement. So I'm being directed to her now to handle some of that procurement. So I will contact her about San Pon, which I anticipate to be an easy one because we've done this exact same bathroom I don't know how many times now. The other question I had for Griffin today was about Brooks Park restroom and where we go from here now that the state ADA rejected our request for an exemption for the dimensions being wrong. I think it's a foot off. So the answer I got from Griffin is that for the Brooks Park bathroom, the town was denied a variance from the AAB regulations relative to the clear dimensions in front of the toilets for each of the restrooms. Joe, Megan, and I, that's Joe Powers, Megan Eldridge, and Griffin, spoke about it last week, and I believe Megan will be setting up a meeting to review it with the building commissioner's office. So I think they're going to go to the building commissioner's office to see what our options are other than tearing a wall down. So I guess we're just waiting and seeing right now what they come up with.
Okay, thanks,
That's all
Eric. Anything else under open session?
yes.
Michael?
Oh, I'm good, thanks.
David?
Brooks Park lighting.
Brooks Park lighting, I actually got a call today from Mike Berry from Musco, seeing where that stands. We're kind of on hold right now because that project can't really go forward until town meeting approves the extra money that we just had approved by the CPC. So my anticipation and my hope is that this time next year, we'll be in the same place with Brooks lighting as we are with White House Field lighting right now.
Another quick question, maybe you can answer, maybe you can't. Does Megan have a certificate for procurement?
Not to my
I see it
knowledge,
now.
no.
So how is that?
You got me.
Okay,
Anything else, David?
no.
On?
David, you've been in this town long enough to understand what's going on. No, I'm good.
Thank you very much. And I just want to thank you gentlemen for being flexible on this. We wanted to make sure we had this scoreboard staying on the right track. And I know it's a little easier to be flexible when we're sitting in our dining rooms or our kitchens, but it is much appreciated, believe me. I believe, unless somebody has something else, our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, March 23rd, because this meeting will count as our February meeting. And unless anybody has anything else, I'll entertain a motion.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Very good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Sean.
guys.
Thank you,
Have a
John.
nice
Thank
day.
you, Eric. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Eric.
Hopefully we'll get together and be able to just have